Gana action, niba ushaka kwiga indimi. Gana action, ushaka kuba umusirimu. Gana action.
大家好，欢迎来到 Action College. Hello everyone, welcome to Action College. Today we're going to learn Chinese and today's lesson is indicating the result or conclusion of an action with resultative verbs. Resultative suffixes that indicate the conclusion of an action. Here we have a suffix with its character and pinyin for pronunciation and meaning in English. So the first suffix is wan, which means to finish. Then the next is how, to do a successful conclusion. So please remember that these are suffixes, means that we add them after verb, after stative verb, to indicate its conclusion or its completion, according to the nature of suffixes. But these resultative suffixes indicating the conclusion. So, resultative suffixes that indicate the result of an action. The previous one were resultative suffixes indicating the conclusion. So, these ones are jian. If you take a stative verb plus jian, you'll be indicating the perception, which is used just for hearing, smelling, or touching, any which is related to perception. So, the next is dao, to attain a goal, which is like zao, to attain goal. They are the same. They are used interchangeably. If you don't use dao, you may use zhao. Please remember that these suffixes are indicating the result of an action. They are not enough themselves as stative verbs, so we add them on stative verbs to make a resultative verb. So the other is zuo. So actually zuo is to do wrong or to be mistaken. If you take a stative verb plus zuo, you'll be meaning that that action of which is indicated by stative verb is done in bad manner or is done wrongly, indicating the result or conclusion of action with resultative verbs. These resultative verbs, the first suffix is bao, is to be full, bao. Dong, to understand, dong, which may be to understand through different ways. You may understand through hearing, you may understand through reading, or any other way which may let you understand. Hui is to know. Sometimes we use hui as a modal verb to mean to be able or can. For example, 我会说中文. But here we are using it as a suffix. A suffix will be added on a stative verb to indicate to do something until you know it. 住 is to stick. Actually, 住 is to live, but it will be being used as suffix to mean other thing after seeing the examples. Next is kai, to open. And the next is go, guang, to use up, guang, xing chu, to be clear. Ganjing, to be clean. Zuo is to do. But zuo, if you remember, we said zuo is a prefix, it's a suffix that we add on a stative verb to mean that something is done wrongly. So zuo is to do. Then to do, to indicate the result of doing something. By adding zuo, you'll be meaning at the end, the result of action is that it is done wrongly. Zuo. Xie is to write, is a stative verb, but to be resultative verb, it may depend on which kind of suffix have you added after it. If you say xie zuo is to write incorrectly. Xie zuo is to write incorrectly. So xie is a verb which may convey different meanings according to the suffix that you've added. So you may write something very well, you may write something clearly, and you may write something wrongly, which is being expressed by this suffix zuo. Mai is to shop. Mai zuo is to buy wrong. We are still using zuo as suffix in different stative verbs. Mai zuo is to buy wrong or to buy wrong things. You may plan to go shopping, but you buy what you didn't plan to buy. So your result is wrong. You purchased wrong things. That will be my so. The next is young. Young is to use as a stative verb. Then to use wrongly is young so. Young so. To use something in wrong way. Young so. Chi is to eat. Chi. And remember that bao is to be full, as we studied before. Chi bao is to eat until full. To eat is one thing, but to show the result of eating, just if you ate and you are full now, you say wo chi bao la. Wo chi bao la. Let's continue with the other applications of the suffixes. Kan is to read. Kan. But it may be associated with different meanings or different results after completion of this action of kan, which is to read. You may read wrongly, you may read and understand, you may read and don't understand, which will be covered in the next lesson of potential. Kan dong is to read and understand, by remembering that dong only is a suffix which is stating to understand. You may understand through reading, whereas kan dong, or you understand through listening, which is ting dong, because ting only is listen. Ting dong. Then we've studied previously about the hui. Hui, and pay attention. These are modern Mandarin Chinese characters, but these are traditional Chinese characters. So we would like to recommend you to focus on these ones rather than this, because majority of people nowadays, they just prefer to use these ones. So hui is to know or to master or to complete something by mastering it. So xuexi itself is to study. Then xue is to study to the point of knowing, to master something through learning. Xue is to study, but it may result in different things. The first result may be to study and not understand, or to study then master what you study, which is xue. J is to remember. Everyone may remember anything. To remember is something general, but not everyone is able to remember something for a long time. To show that the result of remembering is just you remember something and it's stuck in your mind. You say, 记住. It's like I remember something and it's sticking in my mind. Da. Actually, da has many idiomatic meanings, but today I'm using da as to open. Da, kai, because kai is the suffix which means to open, da is to hit. So you hit something, then open, which is da kai, to open the door or anything like window. Then to eat is chi. Remember that go is to be enough. Then chi go is to eat enough. Chi go. When is to ask. Sometimes you ask something and you get the explanations, but at the end you understand or you don't understand. To show that you understood what you were asking about, say, 问姓吃. The next is 擦. 擦 is to wipe. Then you may wipe something and become clean, but if it's not clean, it's a negative result. But for positive result, you say 干净, 擦干净 is to wipe something until it is clean. 擦干净. The next one is 洗, to wash. 洗. To wash is one thing. Someone may wash and at the end, the clothes or the other accessories are not clean. But to show that they are clean, you say 干净, 洗干净. 擦干净, 洗干净, as we studied before. Thanks for watching. See you next time. 再见.
Gana action, niba ushaka kwiga indimi, gana action, ushaka kuba umusirimu, gana action.